Hello, this is Little Cubby and Therapy with Little Cubby. Today we are going to go over the song Cancer. If anybody knows anybody that's had cancer, knows that it's not a fun thing, not just for the person that has the cancer, but for all involved. So, with that, I'm going to play this song. Maybe we can find some solace in it. Maybe we can find something to glean from it to help us along the way if we have it, or if we knew somebody that have it, or passed away from it, or is in the midst of a battle of it. Okay.
Everybody knows someone who's sick. 40% will get cancer. Only half's gonna live. Your mom and your dad and your sister stand inside a room. Someone won't survive it. Do you hope it isn't you?
Okay, that right there, the first time I heard that, everybody knows someone who's sick, 40% will get cancer, only half's gonna live. Your mom, your dad, and your sister stand in a room and someone won't survive it. Do you hope it isn't you? And when I first heard that line, especially your mom, your dad, and your sister stand in a room and someone won't survive it. My mom died of cancer, brain cancer, and it happens. It came on so fast, and when I heard that, it was just like, because you think that when you hear statistics, they don't apply to you. You feel, I think as a whole, we feel like we can't be touched by something when we hear a statistic. And when I heard that, I was like, man, that happened to me. Yeah, so.
Someone won't survive it. Do you hope it isn't you? I swear that cancer has a cure, but they're refusing to make it. They've done like 40 years of research, 90 billion in donations. We've been running for the cure and wearing ribbons for ages. Why are people still going through radiation? It's fucking crazy. $100 billion industry, they can't afford to end it, and nobody wants to die. Our only option is to spend it. We give anything to stick around for just another second. Give a fortune to the doctors who promise they can extend.
Yeah, so these couple bars here, he's basically saying, we've spent so much money, and there's a cure. Tom's saying there's a cure, and you've heard the conspiracy theories. It makes so much money, they can't afford to end cancer, because if they end it, then they're not going to make the money anymore. Is it true? I don't know. It's just a conspiracy theory. Who knows? But it definitely makes you think about, is that true or not? Yeah. And it's $100 billion industry. They can't afford to end it, and nobody wants to die. Our only option is to spend it. We give anything to stick around for just another second. Give a fortune to the doctors who promise they can extend it. And personally, my doctor, or my mom's doctor, Dr. Ho, at the University of Florida, he basically said 98% chance she'll be home for Christmas. She had her surgery on December 19th. She never woke up, and she died. She never woke up. She never gained consciousness again, but she ended up dying in January the next year, 2012. She barely lasted a little over a month after surgery. But 93% success rate is what I was promised, or 98%. In retrospect, had we known, we would have probably just, had Christmas with her, because she could have done that, and then had the surgery after Christmas. But we listened to the doctors.
And nobody wants to die. Our only option is to spend it. We give anything to stick around for just another second. Give a fortune to the doctors who promise they can extend it. Profits are astronomical. The hospitals and the clinics are filling coffins with dollars. It's awful. It's just admit it. We're all human. We'll keep fighting because it's how we survive. But it's scary because we don't know where we'll go when we die.
So it's scary because we don't know where we'll go when we die. There's different religions that they know they have this faith that they're going to go a certain place when they die. So they have that. They don't have that question. they believe wholeheartedly, whether it be a Christian, whether it be a Muslim, whether it be whatever it is. They all have their own ideas of what's going to happen when they die, what's going to happen to their spirit, their soul. And, Tom's saying here that, most people, they might say they believe in something, but they really don't know. They really don't know. And their faith probably really isn't that strong. Just like a lot of people say that they don't believe in God. But the first thing that happens when they're in some kind of trouble in their lives, they say, God help me. It's the same connotation.
Because we don't know where we'll go when we die.
The days are hard and the nights are long. So basically, Tom's saying, here we have to allow ourselves to be, to take on the problems that are dealt with us or dealt to us by, having this cancer, and we have to fight it. And when it's in a dire situation, that's when we burn even brighter, and and we shine like that candle and illuminate. You bring light into darkness, and it just dispels the darkness. The light doesn't dispels it. It's just gone, and it has to flee. And along with that is doubt. There's fear. There's there's these looming doomsday things, with cancer that just attack people. And we need to be that light that burns brighter in the dark, because we're survivors. That's what we have to be. And when you're tired, that's when you hold on even tighter. And, because you have heart to do it. And it's within you. It's within us to overcome, for sure.
Nothing matters if you don't have your health. All the money in the world doesn't help. The good might go to heaven and the bad might go to hell. But no one wants to leave here, you can tell.
Outstanding line. No one wants to leave here, you can tell. No one's trying to leave here. Maybe we don't know what's on the other side, a lot of people, but still nobody wants to leave. What we know is what we're in, where we're at right now. That's what a lot of people know. They call it living day to day, I guess. When you're in this situation.
And cancer touches everyone, it's in our genetics. And our world's become so toxic, it's all carcinogenic. We've polluted the water, the air, the food we're ingesting is full of hormones and poison. Our population's infected.
So cancer touches everyone. It's in our genetics. And the world's become so toxic, it's all carcinogenic. We've polluted the water, the air, the food we're ingesting. It's full of hormones and poison. Our population's infected. It's self-inflicted, a lot of it. I'm sure there's stress that can bring on cancerous diseases, but we're creating a lot of it ourselves. With lung cancer and whatnot, with smoking and the different things that cause cancers in foods and things like that. So, right on, Tom. Outstanding.
They sell us cigarettes and liquor, built a business on addictions. We've been paying them to kill ourselves. We're dying to keep it.
So that line right there, when I first heard that one, I was like, they sell us cigarettes and liquor, but built a business on addictions. We've been paying them to kill ourselves. We're dying to keep living. What a play on words. Just outstanding play on words. This guy's incredible.
Dying to keep living, it's the system, it's a prison. We keep trying to beat it. We get cancer from keeping all of our demons a secret. And our insurance don't cover the things we need to defeat it. And even if it does, then we might die from the treatment. Our best defense is living like we do not know what cancer is. Fight it if you have it and pray that there's something after this.
So, here Tom's, saying basically that, there's things that we do that, with like, when you worry yourself sick, you've heard that saying before. You worry yourself sick, you know, you end up with cancer because of all the stress in your life. Maybe your son or your daughter causes, but you know, is having a hard life, and you've taken on their burdens, and therefore you've become full of stress and anxiety, and you know, and that culminates, you know, some sort of cancer in your body or some kind of sickness in your body, and then your insurance companies don't cover it, and the things that we need to defeat it, we can't afford the medications, we can't afford it because insurance don't cover it, and if it does, then you know, the treatments that we're getting to kill the cancer might end up killing us. It's so, If you haven't had cancer touch your life in some way, albeit a loved one or yourself, consider yourself blessed.
That we might die from the treatment. Our best defense is living like we do not know what cancer is. Fight it if you have it.
Our best defense is living like we don't know what cancer is. Fight it if you have it, and pray that there's something after this. You know, it's where people's faith kick in right there. And you know, a lot of people find stronger faith when something traumatic like this happens in their life. You know, because you're so beat down by it, and your family members and everything. You know, they feel the same way because you know they're helping you fight this fight. That all you can do, you've come to the point where all you can do is look up, you know, and you just pray that there's something after this, you know, after this, like Tom said.
Pray that there's something after this.
Okay, so here Tom is saying, you won't know how to be brave to choose to fight when you're afraid, and you can't experience strength till you've struggled to carry the weight. And, you know, a lot of times I believe that, you know, when you're going through something, it brings you much stronger out when you come out of it on the other side. Or when you're going through it with somebody else, you come out on the other side. You're a better person for it. You're a stronger person for it, and you can take on a lot more. The weight of the world, so to speak. That's what that means. And here it is again. You don't know why you have faith till you look the devil in his face to face. You've come face to face with evil, because that's what cancer is. It's an evil thing. And you don't know what you can take till you realize that you didn't break. And, you know, depending on, you know, what versions of Bibles you read or what your faith is. I know there's a verse of scripture that says that God won't put more on you than you can take. So, you know, Tom says, and you don't know what you can take till you realize you didn't break. You know, there's, you know, how much can you take? You know, I believe that God knows. So. Okay, that's the end of the song. Again, another great song by Tom. He never disappoints, and you know, if you haven't heard of Tom Macdonald, please go listen to him. Go to his. He's got an Instagram website. He's got Twitter. He's got YouTube, he's got Facebook, he's all of them. Just type in Tom Macdonald and I'm sure he'll pop up somewhere. Again, this is Little Cubby, Therapy with Little Cubby, and what we like to do is just break the song down line by line, you know, and we like to go over it and just see if we can't find some kind of therapeutic value in it. And Tom's basically letting us know that, you know, we can overcome it. We just have to fight it, and you'll find strength, and you'll realize that you had more strength than you thought you did. So thank you, Tom. Thank you for listening. If you wouldn't like, subscribe, that'd be great. But more than that, go check out Tom's songs. He's got plenty more. I think the oldest one I saw was 6 years old. So he's been doing this, you know, for a little while. And like and subscribe on his page as well. Okay, thank you again. Good talking to you.